they changed stuff. Why don't we use that angle right there? The one on our field.
Inglewood, California.
Where?
Why don't we, the Ram head, the one on our field instead of the...
They use it?
Why don't they use that instead of the...
Wait, they actually use the ram head?
Why don't we use that instead, right there?
Yeah,
Why don't
right.
they use that for the logo instead of the...
No, they don't use it on the... Yeah, it's very, like, bizarre.
Oh, really? Dude, what?
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL.
My only guess is that you know how a lot of animal teams they use the same they do this. The thing is, I'm saying is I think the point is that they're trying to like make it do something different than just an animal all the time. But I mean they're on. Bring Parsons out. Probably like cover in the middle. This is how you do zone coverage. Cover.
What?
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of him at the 45 already. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's got this one across midfield.
On offense, you just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And here early on, it doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 35 on second down, Stafford. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. The numbers a week ago for Kupp. 6 catches, 82 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Oh, and it's going to bring up a third down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Rush coming and he's taken down. Damone Clark fought his way through. The kick by Parkey is good. And they're all a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next position.
Right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL league.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And they'll get it up just for number 18. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for Zeke. You know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he's started coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Third down.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott.
Played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still 10 now from the 30. Here's Prescott. And this throw will be intercepted. There he goes left side. 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. To just extend the play, they're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick 6.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone that open. You're exactly right.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway.
But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or 2nd seed come playoff time.
Prescott on first down. Over the middle, holding territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he is out of bounds. Now back to throw. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. From the 30 on 2nd down. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man.
70 points there.
Yeah.
3rd down, Elliott. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the...
There's no surprise there. They picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. On 2nd and goal, Prescott. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb is 11th. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a...
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you're a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of Seth 2. Stafford on 3rd down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 4.
Tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Robinson's got it. Made it the Cowboys 26. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Damone Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford. And incomplete.
Popped up in the air. I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one can.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. Agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that...
On 2nd down, Elliott.
Followed him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb.
On field to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott flushed out right. It's caught. Tolbert. He's got room at the 30. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott on the move to his left. And he will slide. On 2nd and 10, Prescott over the middle, complete. It's leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Carry now for Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward. but it looks like he did not make it. The Rams going to go ahead. Prescott to throw on fourth. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdowns. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued. Here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Yeah.
Throwing again is Stafford.
Dang.
This one brought in by
I was
a bit off that. It's a good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. Got him, but it's Tyler Higbee. And he's going to hit his first. This one from 40 yards out. The kick by Parkey is good. And the lead is back down to 5 with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal.
You and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. One of the best of the early games, we'll highlight it there. The Giants in for a stern test at home at MetLife Stadium as they'll be forced to reckon with the Atlanta Falcons. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on what should be a very tough opponent. And lastly, in the national game on Sunday night, definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game, as we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yep. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield for a gain of 26 and also a first down. On the counter, Elliott. This one stopped about 2 yards, 38.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. To throw is Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. To try again after the sack, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson.
Or shall I say, the way it ended up, quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field? And they find each other for the completion.
The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will double their lead. Rams, they'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. kicking field goals, not in their game plan.
That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business. One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll go as a 5th. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what...
Back ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Prescott looks to throw on first. The ball comes out, but this will get out. Attention. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he's dropped just before the...
Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 30. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll take this ahead 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Prescott to throw it. He'll buy some time right. That is caught by Lamb. And they are able to, like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Throwing, Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the...
L.A. set to take over again on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. They've done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott is stat on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Or die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44 down for L.A. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers, 56th minute of the 3rd. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. There at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Prescott. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Another carry tonight for the work.
Some smiles on his faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them.
Convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Prescott now sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit.
Again, as soon as he left the pocket, but the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked. 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend forward on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for him.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace.
Because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though,
here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he's going to have another 14-yard line. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Going right back to Akers. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now Stafford. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now Parkey for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Outright, he finds Tolbert. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The give is to Elliott. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
88 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Elliott going to get it again on second down.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Cowboys are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about that football.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Again, it's Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Man open is Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Stafford.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. Second down and goal. Stafford. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Stafford on third and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They gave it to him in search of his third touchdown, but he's denied. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3. They go to Elliott again. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
So it's a win here for the Cowboys, and it was Dak Prescott, their quarterback, who really led the charge.
Yeah, he was in complete control of this offense. He had 3 touchdown passes on the